discussion topic is SDLC, which stands for Software Development Life Cycle. So these are the various content which we are going to cover under SDLC. So let's begin with the introduction of SDLC. SDLC basically stands for Software Development Life Cycle. It is the process, or we can say it is a methodology which is being followed by various industries, or we can say developers, so that they can develop the software or any application according to the requirement of the customer. So basically SDLC follows some basic phases or steps which are followed in the sequence. Sequence means that one by one. So these various steps leads to the final product. The final product, it can be the software or the system application also. So the software companies use SDLC process. We will discuss the various steps one by one later on. So it is really helpful to improve the quality of the software and the overall process also. That means that if we find any kind of bug or error, so we can improve those things and we can deliver the best product to the customer according to the needs of the customer. So this is the basic motive under SDLC, to meet the requirements of the customer. So let's move to the next slide, in which we are having one diagram containing various phases. So I have mentioned the various phases in overall. So the first step, it will be our requirement analysis. Then after, it will be followed by defining, designing, then the coding part about the programming. Then we will have the testing part. It can be the unit testing or the system testing also. So we will discuss about unit testing and system testing in the later on part of the today's discussion. So after testing part, we will have the deployment phase, and in the last we will have the maintenance or support phase, in which we will provide the full support and maintenance to the customer. If in case there will be any kind of problem will be faced by the customer, then it is the whole sole responsibility of the developer or the industry from which he is getting that product. So we must have the full maintenance support also. So let's discuss the phases or the steps in detail one by one. First, we will have the project initialization. So project initialization means that first of all we must know what product we are going to do. So we have proper interaction with the customer. We will conduct some interviews or interaction part. There must not be any kind of communication gap, because the reason being, if we are not getting the customers respond, then we will not be able to prepare a good product according to the customer's need. Then is the risk analysis. We must know what will be the risk analysis, what will be the risk in producing that kind of project too. Then we must have the proper maintenance for the project and resources also. We must know what will be the cost estimation, the time estimation for preparing that particular project. Then we will come to the requirement phase. Requirement phase means that we must write all the requirements on the paper pen. We must have proper documentation or reporting, so that we can follow one by one all those requirements. Third, we will have the designing phase. Designing phase means that the user interface we will prepare, and we must have the proof of concept also. We must have evidence for those things. Then it will be followed by the next step, that is the implementation. Finally, after the designing part, we will implement the whole project according to the requirement in the required programming language plus the required platform also. Then after that, we will have the testing phase. Testing phase means that we need to fix all the errors or bugs, and we must have the good product. It must not create the undesired output if we get the different inputs to it. So that is the major need. Then after that, we will have deployment. Deployment means that the accessibility. Accessibility means over here that this is the most important and difficult part to be implemented in the SDLC. That is, we must be able to remove all the bugs so that it will be accessible by the customer. Then the final step will be maintenance. Maintenance means that the system support and the user support must be provided to the customer. If in case after delivering the product to the customer, he is facing some kind of problem, we must be able to solve all those problems of the software. So next we will discuss the different phases in more detail. So the first part is the planning and requirement analysis. So under planning and requirement analysis, we must know how much employees we need to complete that project, then what will be the different material we need and what will be the cost for those material. Then we must know what we need to achieve. It means that what must be the final product after the completion of the project. Then we must have the effective team also. That means that if an industry is taking any project, then that industry must contain effective team to handle the project, plus a good leadership structure must be there. And if in case there will be any kind of problem at the end, the industry must be able to face those things also. So this is the important part over here. So these are also involvement of, there are also some involvement of stakeholders who are there for taking the benefit from the application. So the feedback they are providing, that is also important, because the reason being, according to the feedback we can update or modify the product and make it better. So this is the first step, that is planning and requirement analysis. Thus here we are estimating the team, the time, the cost, etc. and we will finally prepare one SRS. SRS means that software requirement specification. So we will be like making one final report or documentation of the requirement after analyzing everything. So next is defining requirements. That is the same, which is having the SRS report to determine what the application is expected to do after the completion of complete project. Next is phases of SDLC's third step, that is designing. So this is actually the most important part, we can say, covering the various modules like architecture. It specifies the ER diagrams, then flow charts, DFDs, all those things like data flow diagrams. Then we will also consider the user interface, the what kind of front end it will be, so that it will like how it will interact with the software. Then about the platform. Platform means that which of the software we will use to create the application or software, like Windows, Linux, Android, etc. Then if we are covering the platform, then again the next important thing is programming language. Which programming language will solve our problem, like C, C++, Java, whether it will be core Java or advanced Java, like PHP or ASP.NET, depending upon the requirement. So the next is communication. It defines the methods through which the application can communicate through various external systems like servers, etc. Then the next is security. Security is the major concern in every phase. So this is covered under designing. The next phase is development and coding. So this is about the writing programs. We need to write set of programs or instructions in order to create the software. So the small lines will be created, the code will be created, it will have the source code where the developer will write the lines or instructions depending upon the programming language, and it must be error free too. The next fifth part will be testing. So here we will discuss about unit testing and system testing. Basically testing means that we need to remove all the bugs and errors, and we need to make the perfect software. So unit testing means that module by module we will test each unit. Then after unit testing, we will combine or integrate all the small units and we will create one overall structure, and it will be tested again, which is called as the system testing. So the both testing will be done over here in the fifth step. Then is the deployment. So the deployment means that we have to finally create a website or application and we have to provide it to the developer. So it must be able to be downloaded from any platform according to the need, like smartphone or system. So this is the basic requirement over here. But the deployment is a critical step and very difficult step too, because if in case we are not able to create a good product and we are creating a badly implemented system, it will be really very difficult to be maintained later on stages. Then is the maintenance. The final step will be maintenance. After launching the software into the market or delivering the product to the customer, if in case the customer is facing any kind of problem or the user who is using that software is facing some problem, then the industry or the organization must be able to remove those bugs also. We can see that sometimes it is very difficult to solve those problems and it becomes very challenging, or the organization may need to restart the whole process if required. So this is the final step, maintenance. So if we consider the overall steps, we can say we are having some major considerations in the SDLC steps. That is the time complexity, the customer expectations, what are the major needs of the customer for the product. Then about the cost complexity, it must be in budget too. We must not create out of the budget project which will not be paid by the customer who wants the project. So that is the major consideration. Then about the memory or the space complexity. Then the last point is that best required output must be produced by the system. It means that if we are providing different inputs, it must not create any kind of undesired output. It must be able to provide the desired output only on the different inputs too. So overall we can say that SDLC is also referred as application development cycle, which is used by various software industries or organization. So let's discuss some MCQs. The first question is identify the true statement. First statement P, user interface means that the front end of the database. And the second statement is architecture of the system is considered under designing phase of the SDLC step. So we need to identify the true statement only. So the statement Q is true, statement P is incorrect. The reason being, databases always means that the back end. So interface is the front end. So we cannot combine both the phases like front end and back end. That means the statement P is incorrect and the statement Q is correct. So the next question is, which of the following statement best describes about deployment phase? So we need to just define, or we need to choose that statement which perfectly defines the deployment phase of SDLC. So the option number 4 is the correct answer. To fix all bugs and implement the project. Remaining all the statements are incorrect and not suitable for this question's requirement. Thus, this is all about SDLC life cycle, that is software development life cycle. Thank you.